Entering the 2026 World Cup, Germany arrived with the gravity of a tournament favorite. Their squad was a picture of professional structure, an elite collective designed to carry the heavy weight of their nation's footballing history. In contrast, Paraguay stepped onto the pitch as the clear underdog. They lacked the decades of silver trophies and the world-class pedigree that defined their opponents, appearing as the smaller team in a game built for giants. There is an inherent bias in how we watch these matches. We often assume that a team's historical size and past success effectively predetermine the final score, viewing the game as a foregone conclusion based on name recognition alone. But the actual match presents a different tension. It tests whether a massive disparity in reputation can be overcome by the physical nerve and bravery of 11 players who refuse to yield. On the pitch, those past accolades are erased. The stadium becomes a space where status is irrelevant, leaving only the 90 minutes of real-time performance to decide who survives. The match quickly devolved into a grueling stalemate. For 120 minutes, every ball was a battleground, as both teams pushed through total physical exhaustion in a tactical struggle that refused to break. A heavy psychological constraint took hold. Every player on the field knew that a single misplaced pass or one defensive lapse would immediately end their World Cup dream. As the clock moved through extra time, the mental burden shifted. The longer the score remained level, the more the pressure began to migrate from the underdog to the favorite. This graph illustrates the changing internal reality for both squads. By surviving the full 120 minutes, Paraguay built a quiet confidence. Meanwhile, the heavy toll of failing to secure a lead caused the pressure on Germany to climb with every passing second. By holding the Giants to a draw through 2 hours of play, Paraguay had already neutralized Germany's perceived dominance. They had dragged the match into a space of pure survival. When the match finally went to penalties, the tactical war ended. The shootout is less a test of skill than it is a high-stakes psychological pressure cooker. It reduces a complex team sport into a series of isolated, brutal one-on-one battles between a striker and a keeper. The margins become razor-thin. Every kick holds the weight of the entire tournament, and every save has the power to instantly rewrite the match's narrative. Under the stadium lights, the difference in composure became clear. Paraguay held their nerve through the rotation, while the immense expectation placed on the German squad finally caused them to falter. The final penalty strike hit the back of the net and sealed the upset. In this moment, the shootout acts as the ultimate equalizer. It is a space where the courage to stand firm can override a century of historical dominance. For Paraguay, this is more than a win. It is a moment of national euphoria that will be remembered for decades as a landmark in their footballing history. For Germany, the result adds a painful chapter to a period of recent struggle. The shock in the stands reflects the sudden collapse of a narrative that once felt certain. This exit forces an immediate existential crisis for the German program, raising difficult questions about the future of their national team and the systems that lead it. This is the inherent unpredictability that defines football. It is a game where the expected outcome is rarely guaranteed. Reputation alone does not win matches. After 120 minutes of tactical gridlock, the final result often belongs to the side that can withstand the weight of the moment. Paraguay's triumph is a reminder that on the world's biggest stage, a team's potential isn't limited by its history. Here, anything is possible.